Hello and welcome back to episode 32 of Stopping the Rot with Liverpool FC on Championship Manager 1997-1998. And last time out, we looked over the season 3, we gave you a little bit of a review of the season, looked around the leagues, that sort of stuff. We played through the Euros as well, had a little bit of a live transfer business going on as well. Obviously, we watched the Euros play out as we went. Today we take on Manchester United, Arsenal and Sunderland. I did want to get the draw for the Champions League in, and these games actually, funny enough, came right up after the draw was made, which is quite handy because it's a Man United game, which is obviously a big game of the season. We're not going to be seeing a group game today because it's literally the one after, but we'll have a look at the draw in a moment. It's not too bad. It could have been worse, but it probably could have maybe been a little bit better. But we'll see. I don't think it's that bad. And obviously, firstly, if you're new around here, please drop a like on the channel, a sub on the channel even, and a like on the video. But let's move on. So we've had the end of season awards, which I'll pop up on the screen now. I think Michael Owen was in there. I may have been, but I don't know if I was. But just have a quick pause. You can have a look at those end of season awards. I can't remember exactly who won what. I kind of glazed over them because I was getting through I was really heavily in the transfers this year, which again we're going to catch up a little bit on those in a moment because there has been quite a lot. And then following the awards, there was also another increase in the ground capacity. Not too much, didn't cost us too much money, didn't dent our transfer funds particularly badly, but it won't make too much of an impact on the ground either. But after another record attendance season at Anfield, they've upped the stadium. Now transfers, okay, the outs. So Paul Ince, as we know, I think we saw in the last episode, went to Manchester City for 1.9 million. He was 32. I felt we needed to get someone a bit younger, a bit better, and I think during the episode, I think we signed or certainly put the bid on Vieira as well. So we were certainly looking to address that straight away. Danny Murphy, reflecting real life, went to Tottenham. He went for £4 million. He's playing. He's not really doing too much. Again, I think we've improved the team in that area. And Robbie Fowler went to Man United for 9 million. I felt like we could have maybe got a bit more out of him. He's not even playing for them so far. Oh, he's injured for 6 weeks. So he's gone there and got injured straight away. So, yeah. And when you see who we brought in up front, yeah, it's not bad. And you might have seen on the squad screen there, just as I was talking, there's a few pending as well, which we'll talk about in a moment. But let's get to those ins. So we did get Vieira. We got Christensen as well. But the Icelandic guy, so he's there as a bit of backup. He'll replace Danny Murphy, essentially. As the sort of backup option, can play up front as well, can play DM as well if needed. I don't think we're short in the DM area particularly either. Vieira is injured for about a week now. He just picked up an injury. He's playing quite well, but there is a bit of integration. We'll talk about results and stuff in a moment. It hasn't gone too badly, but there is room for improvement for sure. We signed Enrico Chiesa, who I think we might have bid for on the last episode. I'm not too sure. He's coming for 7.5 million. Very good on the back of a very good season, well, couple of seasons really at Juventus. We were looking for someone to get those assists. So far, it hasn't quite gone to plan, but a lot of those have been off the bench. Trying to integrate him into the team has been quite hard because we've had a lot of changes in our midfield and forward line. And again, we'll get to that in a minute. And we did get George Weah. I think again we may have seen the bid go in last episode, 1.2 million. A bit of a no-brainer for me, just in the last season. Having a pop at it, and a cheap backup striker. He is foreign, obviously, so we've got to manage that a little bit this year. Not too much because we're not too worried about going forward, but he's a very good option to have. And we got Ronaldo. I don't think I talked about this in the last episode. I also talked about wanting him, talked about wanting to get him in. We actually did it. He came available, 11.5 million to put the bid in. Again, so far, not gone completely to plan, mostly off the bench. We'll be certainly looking to see if we can get some more out of him, definitely. But that remains to be seen. Maybe today against Man United, who knows. And then we've got, Redknapp. He's back from his injury. He's underbid. I think he has actually rejected a move already. I might be wrong. Yeah, he rejected Rangers and Everton. Now Newcastle will come in for 5 million. I think it's 5 million they've come in for. Hopefully he'll go. I think we can do. I've said this. I think we can do better. At the moment, I don't think we can. There's not many centre mids available that can come in, but we've got Jamie Day maybe ready to step up a bit more. We've got Heidenstrom who's taken that mantle at the moment, and obviously we've got Steven Gerrard. He's done okay, but I felt like, despite the average rating, the results maybe haven't been quite as balanced with him, but we'll go through those in a minute. So Charity Shield, we'll go through them now actually. So the Charity Shield, we came out 3-1 winners against Tottenham. We blitzed them very early on. very early on. In fact, 4 minutes, 8 minutes, and 9 minutes, 19 minutes rather. And we didn't really do much else after that. They got a penalty just after half time, and they did have quite a few chances in the second half. Most of these in the second half, but not really trouble in the goalkeeper, fortunately, which was Richard Wright, I think. Yeah, again, so we've had David James injured, and I think we've struggled a little bit with Richard Wright in there. He's not quite as solid as David James. It certainly felt that way anyway. We've conceded goals. It feels like a bit easier than last year. We've scored a few, but they've been hard to come by, and we've got 4 here. But a lot of it is we get the extra. A lot of chances that should be more than 4 goals, and we've got the goals late on. So we've kind of got a 1-0, and then we've got maybe grabbed the late one, and then we blitzed. When we're countering maybe or something. But then we got countered as well. Like we went 3-0 up, immediately 3-1. And then a few minutes later, 3-2. But yeah, Batistuta, a couple, Owen and Chiesa. As you can see, Batistuta and Owen still kind of leading the line for us at the moment. Trying to integrate Ronaldo, Weir, Chiesa, all very slowly. Chiesa, the idea really, I think, is to play him behind the strikers rather than up front where he was playing as a lone striker for Juventus. Hence, he's got all those numbers. But we'll see how we go. We may have a change of system just to try and integrate everyone a bit more. Then we had a 4-0 win against Wimbledon. Again, Michael Owen with a hat-trick. Biscard came in this game. He's been very good since he came in. As has McManaman's been a bit poor, so he's dropping out now. And I think who's gone in there? I think Berger's come back in as well. He's listed because of the foreign spots, but whatever. I think he came in for this game. In fact, no, we kept McManaman in this game. Biscard another 8. So 2-0 win here. Makaleli and Batistuta with the goals. And newly promoted Sheffield Wednesday didn't really do much to trouble us. We probably should again had more than a 2-0 win, but we've got a lot of players. The test is going to be today, Man United and Arsenal, maybe even Sunderland. They had a good season last year. QPR 3-0. We went down to 10 men, but it was late on. Heidenstrom hat-trick for Batistuta. Like it's hard to drop Owen and Batistuta at the moment because between them they are doing really well. Chiesa kind of got a 4, 5 for Dyer. Yeah, that's why their ratings are so low, because they're coming on a bit late and not really having a chance to impact the game too much. But today we've got Manchester United. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Yeah. So the comment I've got written down is like, we're winning, but it feels like then we're not coasting these results. Last year we were beating these teams and we felt comfortable beating them. We didn't feel too troubled. We've squandered a lot of chances and we just seem a little bit leakier at the back. We had a very stingy defence last year. Not as stingy as United's, admittedly, but then they weren't scoring either. So yeah, it's a tricky one. Berger, I don't think is getting much interest. We've had to drop his price a few times. Still not getting any interest. We're keeping Morris around just because we might need a non-foreign striker. About McAteer's listed now. Rangers and Palace want him, so we might move him on. I think that's about it, really. We're playing Billy McDonald, but I'll be honest, Werner, when he's come on, has done very well. So we're going to stick with him today, I think. We're going to put him in the squad. And Ronaldo and Weir. I think we'll stick Weir in the bench for the United game today. Let's get into it. It's a delaying tactic. I don't want to play this game because I feel like United will probably have the better of us. So within 5 minutes we scored. I think it's Biscard. No, it's Heidenstrom. So he's finally getting his chance in centre midfield. He's getting some games. Redknapp is listed. We're trying to get rid of him. We're not playing him. As much as we might need him at the moment until we get someone better, I think we've got the better player than we can buy. There's no one interested or available that's better than Heidenstrom and Gerrard at this moment in time. Maybe even James Dane. We're going down to 10 men, aren't we? Oh, we got a warning. Oh, thank God for that. That would have been disastrous. 18 minutes on the clock, getting a red card against Man United. At 1-0, it would have been good. I mean, we're going to struggle probably to see out this game at 1-0 anyway. We're going to need some more. They're not going to not score. There we go. Oh, I thought that was it. But Werner, we've looked quite solid in this game with Werner playing. And I wonder if he's actually a better option than Vieira. Maybe just something about him fits this system and fits this team a bit better. Like maybe that's why we're struggling a bit more this season because Paul Ince has gone. Paul Ince wasn't, he was good, but he was getting on a bit. But maybe he just had the right stuff for this team that I don't know worked. Maybe it is an integration period. I don't know if that exists on this game. Maybe it does. Maybe bringing in loads of players does disrupt the squad a little bit. I don't know. Heidenstrom, Christensen, as a matter of fact, is playing at the moment as well in the attacking midfield. He just seems to be playing very well when he plays. So although we've signed all these big money players, if the cheaper ones are doing the job, they're going to play. As Crowland gets a late equaliser. Desai comes on. I'm surprised he's not playing. I think that's Bisgaard now. The two Norwegians. Is he Norwegian or is he Danish, Bisgaard? I might be. Oh, it's Batistuta anyway. Forget that. Forget that trail of thought. Can we hold on just for the famous 2-1 win here? First blood, Liverpool. Hopefully we've got David James back in now. I don't think he's fully fit yet. He may be now. When we put him back in, he wasn't. But I just felt we needed shoring up in the goalkeeping department. And that's a great win. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. I was expecting us, the way we played this season, I was expecting us to maybe have chances, not take them, lose 2-3-0. I don't know. But absolutely delighted with that. Great result. Lays down a marker for the season. Hopefully it's something we can build on. We should have maybe taken Michael Owen off a little bit sooner, put George Weir on. I mean, I'm trying to put these foreign guys on when I can, just to get their games up, just in case we do go, just in case there's very extenuating circumstances that might mean I do another season. And I don't want to be losing players on work permits if that is the case. So we are top, Man United are second. So that's all we could have asked for. It would have been a flip. So we were the only 2 undefeated teams. No, actually, Everton were undefeated, but they've drawn a couple. Tell a lie. Anyone down here? I wouldn't have thought so. No, Wimbledon, Man City and Sheffield Wednesday down there. We've got Arsenal who are down there today. And we've got Sunderland who aren't doing too great either. Record attendance, 58,000. You'd expect it to be Man United. And I haven't looked at the Champions League group, have I? Let's go and have a look at those groups quickly. If we can get there we go. Champions League group tables. So Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Monaco, PSG. What a group that is. Monaco, PSG, I don't know how they're in the same group. One of them's the winner, so maybe that overrides the nationality side of it. I don't know. But what a tough group that is. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that group, and I'm not, thankfully. Ajax, Porto, Rangers, Lisbon. Pretty tough, but I feel would be doable. This is the group. I mean, Slovan Bratislava, CSK Sofia, AIK and Dortmund. Now, when I said it could have been better, that's how it could have been better. I could have been the Dortmund in this group, and I would have loved that. Wouldn't have taken it for granted. Like, I'm not saying that. I would have still, given it my, attention, and I wouldn't have been putting out weak, but we could have maybe had a game or two at the end where we could have done. Pascal Simpson, okay. Yeah, this is what we've got. So we've got Hapoel Tel Aviv. Very happy with that. Should be 6 points out of 6, but the problem with that is so will the other two teams, you'd thought. Fenerbahce, not too bad. They got JJ Okocha in there. He's okay. He's not the best on this game. Who's that? Sabin Ili. They've got a few decent players, but a lot of greys. And then obviously Atletico Madrid, runners up in Spain this year, a long way behind Barcelona, but second anyway, nonetheless. Not many strikers. They got Mario Jardel. They signed him. I've had him a while. Marie, obviously, we know was banging in the goals last season, so we have to be wary of him. He started okay this year. Juninho, obviously, former Borough player in there. They've got some very good players. Clint Easton, real player. I think I might have looked at him before, actually. Yeah, so they've got Mikel Landreau in goal. Very good goalkeeper. Very good young goalkeeper, but becoming good about now, I'd imagine. So, yeah, there's a little bit to be concerned about. And I think Atletico Madrid is actually where we open up our campaign, which is straight after this. Yeah, home to Atletico Madrid. So we'll probably be coming back sort of Hapoel Tel Aviv, Fenerbahce. I may even play the 4 games just to get the Champions League in there. We'll have a look at that at the end of this episode anyway. We'll see how we're going, see what's going. We're in September now, so yeah, getting to October is probably about right. Redknapp has gone to Newcastle for £5 million. Fantastic. So we're going to keep an eye on that centre mid position. If we can bring someone in, great. Chances are they're not going to be able to play in the Champions League now. Berger's been renewed. Don't know if he'll be getting renewed next year. Should we still be here? But here we go. Arsenal, 17th in the league. We've got to be putting a stamp on this game. Now, Owen having a stinker in that last game, do I stick George Weir in? I'm just going to stick George Weir in from the start, I think. Not because of anything, but, Owen had a 6. Let's drop him out and put someone in. Now, what I'm noticing with Batistuta and Owen particularly is one will score in one game, and then he won't score in the next game, but the other one will take over. They're not complementing each other, I don't think, this season so well. Maybe that was a thing last year, I don't really remember. But they're not complementing each other. They're like, one of them will take hold of the game. He might get 2 or 3 goals. He might get 1, but he'll get 2 or 3 goals. But the other one is, he might have an 8 rating still, but is completely vacant. Second yellow card, Palavanatsa's gone already. Now, we really need to be putting this game to bed early. They're going to score, aren't they? they're actually getting better with 10 men. They're actually getting into the game now. We need to buck our ideas up here because this is not going to plan. Come on, I'm about to say come on Arsenal, because that is normally my go-to position. But we need to, come on Liverpool, we need to wake up. We started off quite brightly, but towards the end of that half, after they went down to 10 men, basically, they just sort of woke up and come to life and put us. It's like we had the 10 men. Come on, we got to have some goals in here. Oh, that's got to be a goal, man. How can we be going and beating Man United and then not beating 17th place 10 men from 25 minutes Arsenal? I mean, at this rate, we're going to lose this game. It feels like we're going to lose this game. Not win it, right? The strikers are not firing. Batistu's coming out. Owen's coming on. Chiesa's coming on for... Biscard's playing all right. Christensen's having a bit of a stinker. Anyone else that can do something? Heidenstrom's not playing well, but we don't really have anyone to bring on in that position. Come on, wake up. Oh, thank God. They are putting us under some real pressure here. I mean, we can't lose this game, surely. We could be down to 10 men now because I thought Honshaw was going to get an injury then. Oh, that was another... We're just giving them chances. I'd actually settle for the draw right now. That's ridiculous. Come on, wake up. Last minute, come on. No, not them. Not them. How did we get a draw out of that? How has that happened? And this is what I'm saying about this team. So we've actually been quite resilient defensively there and held out. Despite trying to give them chances, we've managed to hold out. And I'm looking at the time on this game. It's actually quite long. We might just stick at the 2 games today. I don't want this video going on too long. And I think another game will do that. So we'll have a look at where we're going to come back. Yeah, I think we'll just do that today because there's obviously a lot to catch up on today. We had a lot of transfers and a few games to catch up on. We are still top. Have Man United slipped further? No, they've got back to winning ways. So what are they? A point behind us now? Yeah, a point behind us. Oh, I mean, we're still unbeaten, so are Everton. But that was a game we seriously needed to be put into bed, really. That's very disappointing. Anyway, let's have a look. We're going to come back. So we are... Obviously, we've got Sunderland next, which was going to be today's episode. It's not after all. We are... We're probably going to come back for Hapoel Tel Aviv away. And then we'll have the Leicester derby. And we'll try and squeeze the Fenerbahce game in there as well. And then we've got a few league games into November, Atletico Madrid. And we'll try and do the 4 again. We'll have Everton, Man City, Hapoel again. Maybe. And then obviously we can round it out in December with Fenerbahce potentially just before Christmas and the games. I think that's somewhere where we're going to be looking at. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please smash that like down below. Sub to the channel if you're new around here as well. And until next time, in a few days' time, when we come back for that Champions League opening, basically, I'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye.